Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event. So you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since, and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. So here we are, after a disastrous morning and numerous cables taken out, re-plugged in, sorted out. Finally, it literally has taken me most of the day, but I am finally sorted out again. So this morning I was supposed to film my run. I am very dramatic, Sarah. Supposed to do film my run 500 this morning. Went to start up the stream, and one of my main pieces of equipment, it's a bit complicated to explain if you're not into all this kind of stuff, but I have an HDMI switcher which allows me to have different things on different screens and swap them over. And anyway, all my HDMI cables from computers and TV screens were all plugged into the back of this one unit, which decided to die on me. So I was left in complete limbo, basically. Anyway, I have replaced it with a smaller, less functional one. It'll do the job though. And we are off and running in Bag That Badge. Let me just speak to everyone. Hello, welcome to Bag That Badge. It's a long one today. In fact, this is the longest Route Achievement Badge you will do. Sarah Jacobson says, this run always reminds me of the time I did it, thinking I didn't have the badge, when in fact I did. Yes, Sarah. Hello, by the way, if you're watching on YouTube. Hello, Anthony and Clive and Tina, who are on there at the moment. Hopefully Mr. C's rewiring of shed quarters was successful. It was just about, yeah. Just about got it sorted. Apart from Sarah, hands up if you do not have this badge. Hello, Clara. Clara Davies has joined us for this one. It's a long one. I'm going to be here for an hour and a half. So I'm going at 10 kph. So anyone going slower than this is going to take over an hour and a half to do. You're more than welcome to run with me if you want to run at 10 kph. Come and join the Beacon Party. Sarah Jacobson is going to go for 10 miles if anyone wants to hang on for a bit longer. But she is going a little bit slower than I am. Yeah, I worked out what you were trying to say, Sarah. Right, the most important news of the day, though, apart from the rewiring of the shed, is that it is Tina's 25th birthday today. So all together, come on, let's do this. Are you ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tina, who's not really 25 at all. Happy birthday to you. Tina, comma, did you hear us all singing in unison? Marcus sang it along with me. It's very mild for the time of year now down here in Sussex on the south coast of the UK. 13.5 degrees Celsius inside shed quarters today. Oh no, a black screen. What's that? Oh, hang on a minute. Am I missing a camera? We've got a black screen. I need to sort it out. Bear with me. We've got that camera. get the right keyboard. See if I can sort the screen out. Yeah, we are definitely missing a camera. Oh my goodness. No. What the heck? We have to sort this out. This is a mess, isn't it? I see what's going on. Sorry, apologies, I'm just doing stuff. Oh, stop doing that. Get to the top. Right, if we see any more black screens, do let me know. Marcus says, give it a reboot. Control-Alt-Delete. Yeah, if I do Control-Alt-Delete, I'll completely disappear. Although, I imagine that's what you were suggesting, wasn't it? I see. I know what you're all about. Kevin McAllister and Elle Colville from Canada. Just a few seconds behind. Hello to you guys. We've got Marcus, we've got Jeff, Clive, Tina, Clara Davies, all in the little gang. All going at 10 kph. At 9.5 degrees in the Cornish garage, says Clive. Looks a lot warmer in there than it was running outside this morning. Thick fog and drizzly rain, lots of mud. Not much fun, says Anthony. 10 degrees where Paul Hayward is. And no, Marcus. Marcus says, are you doing 500 kilometres this week to round up your Strava stats? No, I am not. I think if I'd not taken a break in October and November, if I'd kept up my usual weekly mileage of around 80 to 100k, I might have got there, but might have got to 5,000 kilometres for the year. But I think we're going to have to end on probably about 4,600 by the end of the year. But I might get to 100,000 metres elevation gain by the end of the year. We'll see. I might have to open the door as well because it is getting very muggy in here. Bear with me 2 seconds. There we go. Right, 1 mile done. 8 to go. Or 8.5 to go. Yeah, 1 mile down. Anyone got any stories? Does anyone have any stories to tell? Question mark. Anyone got any super plans for the weekend? Question mark. I mean, I don't know what's happening at the weekend. Right, Jeff might start Christmas shopping tomorrow. It's a bit early, isn't it? Most men do their Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve. Double park run for Clara. Yes, we are doing a double park run as well. And Marcus Holmes is going to do the video 5K. Good plan. It is a UK event, normally every Saturday morning at 9 AM. Full stop, 5K, free for everyone. However, this weekend we have one on Christmas Eve, but also a bonus park run on Christmas Day. There are lots of park run events around the world, but mostly it's a UK thing. Quite big in Scandinavia and South Africa. Parkrun.com if you're interested, and if you've never done parkrun before. What do you mean I disappeared? I'm still here, I can see myself. I can still see myself, Marcus. Yes, I know, Jeff, but I can't be bothered to correct it by typing. It's just too much of a pain in the backside. Oh! Right, Tina says the video 5K is Saturday. Yes, it is, isn't it? Yeah, you can also do parkrun on Zwift on a Saturday morning. And also there is the Zwift Outdoor Runners parkrun group. Great to have you with us, Anthony. There's another black screen. What is going on? Oh, I know what the problem is. I've just realised what the main problem is. Okay, bear with me. Wow, Anthony says it's 40 degrees below zero here. 40? Sure that's not Fahrenheit. It must be Fahrenheit, 40 degrees Fahrenheit. No? No, hang on, that's not right. Because that would be even... It can't be 40 degrees below zero. Surely not. Wow, that is very, 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 very cold. Canada, Celsius. Okay, yeah, minus 40. Is it even possible to survive in minus 40? How cold is that? Well, I mean, it's minus 40, obviously, but... Wow. That is crazy. I didn't even know it was possible to survive at minus 40. Right, we are nearly 3 kilometres in. Look at that, 3 kilometres coming up. If you are running with the beacon, we are 3 kilometres in. Just over 12 to go. It's flying by. Anthony is running 10 miles on Saturday. He says he's got a race early in January. Good luck for that, Anthony. That's Anthony Anderson, as opposed to the Anthony that we've got running with us here, who is running it in Canada at minus 40 degrees. Just in case there are some that do not know, ellipsis. When you get near the end of the run, make sure you keep running until you see the badge appear on the screen. Unless, of course, you already have the badge, ellipsis, Sarah. Oh, it's so nice to have cables that are plugged into the right place and everything working. Sarah says, you know, there are worse things than running an extra 15 kilometres. I can't think of many. When you think you've finished the run and then you've got another 15 kilometres to do. I wouldn't like that. Unless it's at the end of a 100 miler. Eh, Marcus? Yeah, I wouldn't want to do Beachy Head Ultra, no thank you. Get to the end of that marathon, then realise you've got another... Well, it's only 10k, isn't it? But still, another 10k after that. No thanks. Yes, but you know, we will all sign up for it again next year. Oh, Marcus, you absolutely have to come and do the South Downs Way 100. South Downs Way 100, yeah, definitely. That's the one for you, Marcus. You will absolutely love it, I promise. Yeah, anything by Centurion, but I would say the South Downs Way 100 is what you should do. Come and stay at our place. No, lovely smooth grass. Not at all, Marcus. On a beautiful, rolling, grassy downs. Lovely starter. I mean, elevation. It's got 3,500 meters elevation. So what's that? 14,000 feet elevation. 14,000 feet elevation, approximately. Come on, Sarah. You know you want to do 100 with me. Me and Marcus will see you through. Despite the elevation, it is quite a fast course. Full stop. It is my 100-mile PB course. Right, Clive doing his Santa Claus impression. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Right, the thing is, right, let me tell you about this. Clive, I reckon Clive is far more entertaining on the live stream than I am. Because his animal noises are to be heard, to be believed. I mean, they are second to none. The turkey, I mean, I could not do a turkey anywhere near the quality of Clive Finnimore. If you are ever lonely for a Zwift Run live stream with the sound of turkeys in your ear, then watch a Clive Finnimore live stream. Marcus, yes, the Thames path is almost too flat. Indeed, it is just relentless. Yes, Thames Path 100 can be relentless. Workout Wednesdays are indeed a bit nuts. Clive, I think we might let you do the live stream on Wednesdays from now on. Full stop. It was hilarious. Yeah, Jeff says you need to establish a good run-walk strategy for Thames Path. Yes. Marcus says I can see myself catching this 100-mile bug. Oh dear. It is a slippery slope and I fear you have been caught. Right, Sarah Jacobson says I need to make it through the Goofy Challenge at Disney and then Paris before I commit to anything else. Well, that's fair enough. We'll give you that. So Sarah Jacobson is doing the Disney Challenge. Is it Disney World or Disneyland? Where you do I think Sarah's doing a half marathon one day and then the marathon the next. You can do 5k on day one, 10k on the second day, a half marathon on the third day and a marathon on the fourth day. And it's at Disney World in Florida. So, yeah, that's what Sarah's doing for early part of next year. I think it's in January. And then in April, Sarah is running with us at the Paris Marathon. If anyone would like to come and join us in Paris for the Paris Marathon, it is still open for entries. We have a good group of runners from Zwift joining us. But we would always love to meet new people and more people. So everyone is welcome. Okay, this week is Sarah Jacobson's last heavy mileage week before she drops down to taper for the Disney Challenge. Catching up on chat here on the messages. Marcus says Sarah's going to kill it. January the 7th and 8th for the Disney Challenge for Sarah. Anthony, how far is the Raven race? Question mark. Sarah says she doesn't have a time goal. A lot of my friends are less trained than I am, so I'm going to hang with them. Paris is the goal race for time. 4 hours, Paris, Sarah? Okay, Anthony says the Raven is 50 miles. Sounds good. I would love to come and run in Canada one day. Especially around the Mount Rainier area. Okay, Sarah says 4 hours potentially. Not sure I'm ready yet, she says. We'll get you ready. Okay, yeah, don't let it mess with your head. Just relax. Get through Disney first, and then we'll talk again. Right, we're coming up on 10k to go, not long, and then we've only got 10k left. Somebody's put Jeff in a draw, Clive in a draw. Yes, we have already booked up for Chamonix. Leafon, hello again, buddy. He says, I was missing your streams. I know, it feels like I haven't been on for ages. I was supposed to be on this morning, then we had a technical disaster. Surprise, surprise. We were supposed to be on yesterday, but I didn't get back from our family day out in time, so Clive did the live stream yesterday. So the last time I was on in the evening was last Friday. Incredibly. Yeah, it's been a while. I was on Tuesday morning. But that's one of the good things about having more people live streaming now. Is it's not all down to me to populate the channel with live events for everyone, which is a bit of a weight off my shoulders sometimes. It's good. Leafon says, what's the cheapest run pod for Zwift? Well, you can have a free device on your phone. You can use the app on your phone. If you download, well, there's a few different apps, but the ones I would recommend are Run Klein, the Treadmill Smart Speed app. Kinney will do it as well. Kinney, the Kinney app. So Kinney, TSS, which is Treadmill Smart Speed, and Run Klein, RUNCLINE. Any of those three apps will allow you to run on Zwift without a foot pod. Anthony says, I'm off for some tea. Catch you all next time. Have a good weekend, everyone. Thank you very much. And yeah, have a good Christmas or holiday season, whatever you refer to it as. Enjoy it. Less than 10k to go for those running with the beacon. Well done to everyone putting in a fast effort tonight. Full stop. Hello, Leo. Actually, I might jump through the field in a minute and drop some ride-ons on people. I mean, jump through the field with my mouse, not by speeding up. Paul Hayward is going to stop at 5 miles, or is it 5k? Oh, legs say no. No worries, Paul. We'll stop. See you again soon. Leafon says, what was the technical disaster this morning? It's a bit long and complicated to explain, but the short answer is my HDMI switcher died, which meant all the HDMI cables from my computers and my screens had no signal. So I had to unplug everything and then plug it into a different switcher and then reconfigure all the signal directions so they all went to the correct places. And it took me most of the morning to do. So I turned on the stream this morning and it was dead. And I just couldn't live stream at all, so. Clive wants to let us know that his pigeon has gone to bed. I was about to attempt a pigeon sound, but I feel like it would be a fruitless endeavour because Clive would just trump me with such a better one. There's just no point. I could do my Scottish accent. Maybe I could do a pigeon in a Scottish accent. Would that work? Let's not try it. If you're new to Zwift and you're wondering what the heck this is, we are running around New York or like a modernised version of New York with sky roads. And I kind of do want to. Clive. But I'm afraid. Jeff Partridge reckons my Scottish pigeon would sound more like a Geordie. A Geordie pigeon. I don't even know how it would go. I'd have to start out in the Scottish accent. So my female Scottish accent. Save the Scottish pigeon for the Scotland World debut. Oh, now that's a good idea. Good plan. I like it, Marcus. See, I was just about to launch into it then, but now you've come up with a much better idea that no more Scottish accents until we run around Scotland in Tour de Zwift next month. What a good plan. So yeah, if you haven't signed up already, go and register. Marcus says, I saved everyone. It was impending disaster, Marcus, until you rescued the situation. Thank you, Marcus, says Tina. Ride on time. Yes, I think it is ride on time, isn't it? Sarah Jacobson, thank you. You can feel the sincerity in the thanks as well. It's like gratitude. It's deep, heartfelt gratitude from the other runners here. I mean, I can't help feeling a little hurt, but I'll just have to get over it and move on. I can read Stephen like the back of my hand. I can anticipate the disasters. Yeah, fair enough. I've got nothing to come back with. I stand head in hands, guilty as charged. Leafon, really, the cheapest foot pod is the Zwift pod, which is about $35 US, but it's not great. I think you'd be disappointed with it. If you can stretch to buying the Stride foot pod, STRYD, then you will be better off and happier, I think. So Stride, get a Stride. If you really can't afford that, then get the Zwift pod. Right, let's drop some ride-ons to the people ahead with less than 9k to go of this Bag That Badge episode. William, hello sir. He says, first time watcher here. This feels so wrong watching from my sofa whilst you guys work your socks off. No, listen, honestly, plenty of people do that. Sarah Jacobson is testimony. She is actually running today, Sarah, but honestly, William, Sarah Jacobson is usually sat on her sofa with a glass of wine in hand, not feeling in the slightest bit guilty about watching from the sofa. She says, in fact, you get used to watching from the sofa. So no problem, William. You are more than welcome here. Thank you for joining. Please, you will have to get used to the madness on here, mostly caused by everyone else. I am perfectly sane, and I am attempting to provide a stimulating and motivational workout for these guys here, but they just basically ignore me most of the time and throw abuse, which, once again, just a little hurt. But we have to put up with it. Tina is off. Tina is done. Sarah Jacobson says, bye, Tina. Happy birthday. Let me just do the same. Happy birthday, Tina. She is 25 today, or so her lawyers would have us believe. William, are you a Zwift runner? Do you run or cycle on Zwift? What has brought you to the channel today? Clive says, have a good birthday evening, Tina. Okay, we are approaching 8k to go. So this run is gradually disappearing. It was a bit daunting at the start, thinking we've got to do a full 15.5k, almost 10 miles tonight on the treadmill. That's nothing to some people. To other people, it's more than they've ever run on a treadmill before. Right, Tina says that William is a Noble Pro owner. Excellent stuff, William. Good to have you with us. Great that you are a Noble Pro owner. Thanks for coming. Seven kilometers done. Just over 8 to go, and I'm going to drop some ride-ons. There's Leo up ahead. Let's give Leo a ride on. If any of Leo's children are watching, we've got Leo on screen now. Got your dad on screen. He is at 10.5k, nearly 10.5k. He is running at 4 minutes per kilometre. So just over 15 kilometres per hour. Heart rate of 171 for Leo. That is good work, Leo. Well done, buddy. Right, Clive is now trying to persuade William to come and do the Film My Run 500, which is our Noble Pro sponsored event on a Tuesday and Thursday morning. Winter Powell says, well, heck, I need to stop watching you all run and get my run in today. Yeah, get yourself out there, Winter. Go and do your run. We'll see you soon. Thanks for joining. Right, let's get some more ride-ons done. So, where are we? So Leo, it looks like Leo is at the front of the pack, actually. With just about 4.5k to go for Leo. Mignani from Italy. And ride-on from Mignani. Vachon from Canada, well done to you. And Jay from Canada as well. JJ from Canada, well done JJ. There's Clara Davis from Wales, leading the women out there today, and Lorenzo. Not that it's a race, we're not racing, but quite a few Canadians. We've got 5 Canadians, 6 Canadians that I can see running with us today. So a great Canadian posse. There's Marcus and Jeff, Mr. Partridge. It's right for the time of year. I hope he'll be climbing his pear tree very soon. No doubt I'm going to get some abuse for that as well in a minute. Right, there we are, we're done. So that's everyone. Jeff, do you actually move permanently into a pear tree during the Christmas period? Question mark. I am hilarious. I am absolutely hilarious. Jeff says I've heard it all before. Oh dear. Have you got any partridge pear tree jokes? No, Jeff, I've got none. I've got nothing. I've got nothing, Jeff. Okay, less than 8k to go. We are pretty much, we're over halfway now. Ah, Marcus says, try sharing a name with Sherlock. Marcus Holmes. Yes, Marcus, I haven't heard much from your detective brother recently. Was it Sherlock who joined us in Scotland for the Ben Nevis Ultra? Question mark. Sarah says, aren't you a professor too? Wasn't Sherlock a professor? Or did I totally make that up? Sherlock Holmes, was he a professor? Or he wasn't a Dr. Watson? Sherlock, I'm not sure he was a professor. I don't know if he was a professor, to be honest, Sarah. William says, wow. Film my run 500, 12% incline. Ouch, he says. It's not too bad, William. We go very slowly. So we go really slowly on our toes. And we do, we basically work out the calf muscles. Yeah, Sarah, Jeff thinks you made that up. Yeah. I'm not sure I don't think he even worked at Scotland Yard, did he? I think he was independent of Scotland Yard, but they always came to him for advice. I think he was a private detective. Hey Google, was Sherlock Holmes employed by Scotland Yard? Hey Google, stop. Hey Google, was Sherlock Holmes oh no, now I'm copying the thing that... Oh dear. Hey Google, stop. Let's try one more time. Hey Google. Hey Google. Oh, good grief. Cannot do this. Hey Google. Was Sherlock Holmes employed by Scotland Yard? Okay, so apparently Sherlock Holmes did work at New Scotland Yard with his mentor, Inspector Gareth Lestrade, before his descent into drug taking and subsequent move into rehab and to New York. Is that Lestrade or Sherlock Holmes moving to rehab? Artificial intelligence to the rescue. Well, yeah, not without my lack of intelligence trying to get it to work. Right, William says, cards on the table, I'm on a journey. I used Zwift bike to lose weight to the point that I could start running. I'm slow, but I'm improving. A few injuries since I started running, but loving it. Well, absolutely fantastic, William. Props to you. Keep it going. And the more you engage with other runners, the more you engage in the running community, whether it's in real life or here on Zwift, you will be motivated to push on. Don't do it all on your own. Don't run in isolation. You know, you need other people around you to help you along. So keep doing that. Keep reaching out. And you will love every minute of your running journey. Good to have you on board, William. And we are slowly pushing on now with 7 kilometres left of the Bag That Badge Flat Irons route here in New York. Sarah Jacobson says, speaking of people I like to run with, where is Victoria this evening? Well, on a Thursday, Ellis goes to Run Club. So Victoria took him to Run Club. Now, normally I would like to go with them, but I had to take Elsa, my daughter, into town to get some stuff because she's going to a birthday party tonight. And so, whilst I'm running, Victoria has taxied Elsa to her birthday party at her friend's house, which is why she is not running with us tonight. She will be back though. Keep trying to persuade her to do her own live stream once a week, but we've never nailed it down as to exactly when that would happen. And Sarah Jacobson says, so does that mean you're making dinner for her? I'm going to say no, but I have done the washing up. And I have also, today, taken, as well as fixing my own issues in here, I've taken the washing machine out and attached a monitor to the plug to monitor how much electricity the washing machine is using when it's on in the current fuel crisis, energy crisis. And I mean, if you know anything about our washing machine, you'll know how difficult it is to move in and out of its current position because of the uneven floor behind it. So that was a job and a half in itself. Anyway, suffice to say, we do also have my mother-in-law staying with us at the moment, and I think she is preparing the dinner tonight. So that was a rather long-winded, roundabout way of saying, no, Sarah, I'm not cooking the dinner. Oh, here we go. Jeff Partridge has the age-old question. 12 p.m. or 12 noon? Yeah, because it's actually 12... No, it is 12 p.m. though, isn't it? Because the first 12, the one at midnight, that's 12 a.m. Because oh no, hang on a minute. No, now I'm stuck again. It's either 12 p.m. or... Oh, it's 12 noon, isn't it? 12 noon, all right. 12 noon. Goodness sake. Clive is just advertising the MHG Run Club. Good place for William to run, actually. Nice, easy pace. Nice and relaxed. Leafon says, if high noon exists, what is low noon? Very good. Yeah, midnight. Yes. So Jeff Partridge quite correctly says midnight is 00. So 00 a.m. 12. Yeah, it's nothing, is it? It's not. Depends if you start at 1 again in the afternoon or if you go to 13. If you go to 13, then 12 is just 12 and it doesn't have to be anything else. But is there a 12 midnight? There is never a 12 midnight, is there? Because it's immediately 00 on the next day. So it goes from 11:59:59 to 0. Or it goes from 23:59:59 to 0. So there is never a 12 midnight, is there? There is never a 12 o'clock at night. Yeah, right. Leafon and Mo Magic. No such time. Oh, no such time as 00 either. 12:59 or 001. Those who know, know, says Mo Magic. Interesting. Okay. So it's either 23:59 or it's 0001. So it's 1 minute past. So what So what happens to the 60 seconds from 12:59:59? What happens to the 60 seconds between 0000 and 0001? Sarah Jacobson says, leave it to Stephen to ignore his wife and say hello in the interests... To ignore his wife and say hello in the interest of nonsensical conversation about time. Hello, Victoria. Victoria says, hello all. That's my wife down there. Everybody's asking... Well, not everybody. It's Sarah, basically. Sarah is asking after you. Saying, how are you? Where are you? Why aren't you running with us? Sarah says, thank you. Was that so hard? Was it so hard that you couldn't spend like half a second to say hello to your wife? Right, Jeff is now taking issue with Mo Magic about time. But you see, when somebody says those who know, that suggests to me that somebody knows something that we don't know. Unless there's somebody who thinks that they know is actually under a misapprehension. But I suspect Mo Magic knows something we don't know. Why keep saying 12 when it's actually 0? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Not that I ever knew before that. Marcus Holmes says, I feel like American independence was partially about this time issue. You'll have to explain that, Marcus. And maybe the metric system, says Sarah Jacobson. Okay. Right. Jeff Partridge, ex-Navy, says, never argue with an ex-sailor who looked after the navigation kit. Right, I'm tempted there. That's tempted me. When Jeff says looked after the navigation kit, does that just mean that he packed it away when the guys who knew what they were doing with it got it out of the box? When the guys who knew what they were doing had finished with it, Jeff just had to put it away. Is that what you mean, Jeff? Alright, Clive Finnemore says, I sat many an hour during action stations logging in signals. Mo Magic said you would never put 0000 in a watch log. Okay. Right, this is going over my head now. This is all Army, Navy talk. Military service talk, this is. I have no idea what's going on. But at least it's wasted a few kilometres. We're nearly at 10k now. Coming up on 10k with just over 5 to go. 10k done for the yellow streaky bacon group. And now for something completely different. Packed it away. We're talking atomic clocks here, cousins, you idiot. Packed it away. In this little bag. Didn't you have an atomic clock in a little bag? And you put it in a drawer, in a cupboard, with a lock? Or was it like one of those security locks where you had to wheel in the correct number to get it out again? You get it out at 9 o'clock every morning. Mind you, how would you know it was 9 o'clock every morning if the clock was in the cupboard? You'd have to get the clock out to check what time it was to see if it was the right time to take the clock out of its cupboard. Maybe you could take it out a few minutes before. That'd be alright. So if you took the clock out and it said like 8:58 AM and the clock wasn't supposed to be taken out till 9, would you have to put the clock back in the cupboard for 2 minutes and then take it out again? How would you time those 2 minutes? You wouldn't have a clock to time the 2 minutes. I see, life on board a ship is very, very confusing. Right, Jeff Partridge now says, we work around the clock, you muppet. Okay, so you never put the clock away, and you do all the mopping and sweeping around the clock. And I guess you must have to be very careful not to get any soap suds on the atomic clock, because that would mess with the mechanism. Of course. Yes. Now it all makes sense. So they just work around the clock, and now every once in a while they lift the clock up and mop underneath the clock as well, because obviously it gets a little bit dusty after a while. Marcus says, I don't know what's going on, but Jeff just called Stephen a muppet. Not for the first time, Marcus. Full stop, I'm used to it. Yeah, Jeff Partridge says, fairly frequent occurrence, Marcus. It is indeed. Sarah Jacobs says, are we now calling Stephen Muppet instead of Katie? Well, it was Kate. It wasn't Katie anyway. It was Kate. Right, Mo Magic, Clive Finnimore and Jeff Partridge are now in the throes of discussion about crypto changes at midnight. Or be a WAFU and have all night in. See, I've no idea what they're on about now. I think we can forgive a rogue letter I, Sarah. We'll let you off. Less than 5k to go, less than a park run to go of the Flatirons route here in New York City. Marcus is suggesting that people sell their cryptocurrency. Absolutely. There was a time I used to do a bit of crypto mining with my swanky computer. And there was a time I could earn, I know it's not very environmentally friendly, I admit that, but I used to earn £5 UK pounds a day in cryptocurrency mining with my computer. And I checked a couple of days ago and it was earning 18 pence, so about 25 cents American cents a day. It's not worth the bother. Not worth it anymore, unfortunately, because it used to be quite a nice little extra bit of pocket money in the bag, that was. Carol Rushworth tried to join us but couldn't. Sorry about that, Carol. I don't know why. I think that late join is enabled, but maybe it just wasn't enabled for very long. Join us next time, Carol. Thanks for popping in. She is running, but she's not running in the event, and she is watching the live stream. So hello, Carol. Nice to have you with us. We are now almost at 11 kilometres. We are knocking the kilometres off round New York City, round Central Park. Looking forward to my dinner. Looking forward to a shower. Get freshened up and watch some TV, some Christmas TV this evening when we're finished here. Sarah Jacobson will be running to 10 miles this evening, which is 16 or so kilometres. So if anybody wants to stay with Sarah. Right, Marcus Holmes is asking me what my favourite Christmas movie is. Oh dear. Does it have to be? Do you know what? I really don't know. I'd have to think. Leo's done 10 miles. He says, I made it hard for myself. Well done, Leo. Good job, buddy. Leo Loughran has done 10 miles this evening. He's done. He's finished. Sarah Jacobson says, even though I'm Jewish, I love Christmas movies. Give me some ideas. I honestly can't think of anything off the top of my head now. Clara says she's done. Have a great Christmas, guys. Catch you soon. Thank you, Clara. Full stop. Make sure you watch the video 5K on Saturday. Yeah, Love Actually I like. It's a bit schmaltzy, but I like it. Wonderful Life, Die Hard, Elf, yeah. All decent movies, I suppose. Marcus says Elf is great. Sarah Jacobson says all those in the US. I love Hallmark movies. So what are Hallmark movies then? Is that just a company? Is that just a distribution company or a studio? Marcus says his wife loves Elf as well. Victoria says Jingle All the Way, Christmas Chronicles, Wizard of Oz. Mo Magic says Muppets Christmas Carol. Victoria also says The Grinch. 4K to go. Oh, Sarah, I think we do have Hallmark on one of the channels here, actually, in the UK. I think we've got Hallmark channel here. Right, Marcus says B-level movies with B-level actors. Oh. Oh, I'm not interested in Lindsay Lohan. I'm certainly not interested in Lindsay Lohan. Leafon says, is there really no way to connect the phone as a run pod? No, well, I mean, you'd have to have a separate device. You can run, like I said before, you can run Runcline or the TSS app or Kinney. Any of those apps will work as a foot pod, but you need it separately to your phone. So you run Zwift on your phone, but then you would need a separate phone or a separate device with the app on it. We are getting there now. We're not going to speed up, we're going to stay at this speed. Sarah Jacobson says, is butter a carb? No, it's a fat, surely. Right, I don't know if I've seen Mean Girls or not. My daughter makes me watch so many different films. I may well have seen Mean Girls. But I wouldn't be able to differentiate it from all the other trashy type films of that ilk. Okay, we're all going to watch Mean Girls after the run. Right, Leafon likes Home Alone. Yeah, I like the Home Alone ones as well. Okay, so Leafon, if you're running Zwift on a PC, as long as you've got a Bluetooth connection, then run one of those apps on your phone and it'll be fine. I will see if I can persuade the ladies of the house to watch Mean Girls after this. Victoria, everyone thinks we should watch Mean Girls after this run has finished. In 3 kilometres. Mo Magic, right, okay, so the oldest one of those is called TSS, and it stands for Treadmill Smart Speed. No, or was it Treadmill Speed Sensor? No, Treadmill Smart Speed. So this is iOS, Treadmill Smart Speed, TSS, that's the first app. The next app you could try is Runcline, Runcline, Runcline. And the other app is the newest one, that's called Kinni, Kinni. Try any of those apps to connect to Zwift. Marcus is already looking forward to my review of Mean Girls. Victoria says she's happy to watch a Christmas film, but I have to be on taxi duty. Okay, so I have to go and collect Elsa from her party. Jeff Partridge says, I watch The Cruel Sea every Christmas. It's an absolute classic. So there's another recommendation for you, a film called The Cruel Sea. I've not seen it. Leaf on, yes, those apps are free, yes. At least I think they are. Right, Sarah Jacobson reckons Mean Girls is definitely not a Christmas movie. Although she says there is one classic Christmas-inspired scene. Okay. Jeff Partridge and Clive Finnimore has both seen The Cruel Sea. Victoria says she's never heard of The Cruel Sea. Less than 3k to go of Flatirons route here in New York. You are nearly there, Anthony. $800 meters to go for Anthony Di Lorenzo. From Canada, Lakeman is not far behind. We have just under 3k left to run of Flatirons this evening. And we'll be back tomorrow for the video 5k. The Christmas... No, we won't. No, we won't. It's Saturday. Saturday. The video 5k is Saturday. Why do I keep thinking it's tomorrow? We will do something tomorrow. Stephen is totally going to... Yes, totally going to show up tomorrow. I know. I'll set up the live stream. I'll have it all on. I'll go, where is everyone? Why aren't you all here? Right, we have 14 minutes left of running to go here. 14 minutes. Right, tomorrow night. Clive is asking, what are we doing tomorrow night? Not sure. Let's have a look. We should do a Zwift Run festival, shouldn't we? $5 or 6 o'clock? Zwift Run Festival, 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock? Clive's suggesting 5 o'clock. We are thinking of doing something at 5 PM UK time tomorrow. One of the Run Festival events. Leafon, have a good look through the instructions, or not the instructions, the menu system of Runcline. I'm not sure how to. I never use it, so I'm not sure of the exact details of how you set it up. I know that it works. You set it as a foot pod, and you set it to broadcast Bluetooth to your computer, and then you go to the pairing screen on the computer, and you look for Runcline. So go to the computer, set it up to the running pairing screen, and click to select Runcline as your speed source. But I think there's a bit more to it than that. You will probably have to look through the menu system. Does anybody else use Runcline and knows exactly how to set it up for Leafon? Leafon, you can always go on the Facebook page, the Zwift Runners Facebook page, and ask Pascal, who is the designer of Runcline. Pascal will give you all the information you need on how to set it up. Paul Hayward says he likes early finishes. Yes, that's the thing about this one. It is a bit late, isn't it now? There we are, 2 kilometres left to run. 2k to go. 11 minutes. There we go. Clive says there are YouTube instruction videos on how to set up Runcline. Anyone want to race hard to the end? Question mark. I'm fully expecting the answer no, because that's my answer to that question. I was thinking 10 kilometers per hour, Jeff. He says lightweight. Lazy, good for nothing, lightweight runner. Can't be bothered to sprint to the end, even though it's only just over a mile. Lazy, good for nothing, lightweight muppet. Yeah. By the way, good heart rate today. Nice and steady in zone 2. Average heart rate about 125 today. Too many mince pies, says Clive Finnemore. I haven't had any mince pies today. I've been very good. Although I have had a few Jaffa cakes. Yeah, Marcus got peer pressured into running faster yesterday, so he's not falling for it again today. 1 mile to go. Taking it nice and easy. Sarah Jacobson has got a double long run, so she is not going for it either today. There's Father Christmas. Santa up ahead in the sky in his sleigh. Bit early for flying in his sleigh, but he's there. Maybe he needs to start early to get them all done. Jeff Partridge says, Clive Finnemore says, Jaffa cakes, what happened to the diet? I am not dieting. Full stop. I am managing my calorie intake more efficiently. Probably. Not far away now. Sarah, will you be okay for the last 2.5 kilometres without us? Question mark. Sarah's just a little bit behind. Sarah wants to do 10 miles today, so she's still got 3k to go. She says she will survive. There are plenty more in the group. It says 12 more in the group as well, so that's good. Well, it does say there are 12 more in the group, but I don't know if they are still there or not. Got Sarah, but I don't think I can see anyone else behind. No. Right, Marcus is going to wait and run with Sarah. So 1 kilometre left to do. 1 kilometre to go. And we are on our way to the end of the Flatirons route. I don't know if anybody here is getting their badge. Hopefully some people who finished earlier will have got their badge for this route. Mo Magic, thank you for all the help that you're giving to Leafon, by the way, appreciated. Three minutes to go. Just a bit more than 3 minutes, I think. 800 metres. Not going to do that in 3 minutes. Paul Hayward says, good luck to Jeff Partridge on the South Gloucestershire High Street getting his Christmas presents tomorrow. Jeff said at the beginning of the run he's going to start his Christmas shopping tomorrow. Clive says, well done everyone, good work. Clive says, thank you, Stephen, for leading and live streaming. Well, it makes a change, Clive, doesn't it? I mean, I feel like I haven't led a run and live streamed for ages. Clive says, Merry Christmas, everyone. If I don't see you before. Jeff says, yeah, cheers, everybody. Enjoyed that one. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate your company. Appreciate everybody joining the run today. Sarah's not going to be around for the video 5K. She says, have a hot toddy without me. Victoria says, well done all. Marcus says, great work, everyone. 500 metres to go. Nobody wants to sprint to the line. So we should hit 15 kilometres in exactly an hour and a half. And then we've got a couple of 100 metres left to run. Now, it's been a long old one, over an hour and a half of running. Well done to everyone who stuck with it. Well done to everyone who finished earlier and ran a bit quicker. Good job, guys. There's Santa again in the sky. Christmas lights in the trees. And we are just coming up to hit 15 kilometres. Jeff Partridge needs a wee. He's going to be off. He's off like a rocket. He's running. He's sprinting to the end. 15k up. Just another couple of minutes of work to get to the end. Thanks for joining, everyone. Thanks for all the chat and the questions on the YouTube stream chat page, by the way. Jeff, Paul Hayward, Leafon, Mo Magic, Clive, William, who joined us earlier. Thanks, William. Victoria. It is wine o'clock, says Jeff. Marcus is just slowing down to join Sarah Jacobson to bring it home. Sarah's got just a kilometre and a half left to do, actually. Not too far. Not too much left for Sarah to do. She is only 5 minutes behind. So well done, Sarah. Me and Clive just coming into the finish together. Jeff's finished. Marcus and Sarah will not be far behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 says, just saw you were streaming. Yeah, we are just at the end now. Here we go. And we are done. Oh gosh, Do you know what? Whenever it is happening all the time now, whenever I press stop on the treadmill, I get the sudden stop. Not great, but hopefully this treadmill will be getting sorted soon. So in time for the Paris Marathon training runs, where we're going to have to go a bit quicker. So we do need the treadmill to work at faster speeds. Mo Magic says, top running all, enjoy your Christmas, people. Thank you very much, Mo. Cheers. And yeah, thanks again for all the help you have been giving to Leafon, trying to get him set up on Zwift via his phone using one of the apps. He says he's on Android though, so that might have been useful to know before, I guess. Yeah, I don't know about Android apps. TSS, I don't think TSS is available on Android. Anyway, there we are. Okay, we're all done here. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much if you took part. Well done. And I will see you tomorrow for the Zwift Run Festival at, I think we're doing it at 5 PM UK time. We haven't quite decided what event we're doing, but I guess we'll just decide that tomorrow. I have no idea. That's better. That's a better camera angle. Yeah, so thank you again for joining. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking part. Well done, everybody who did. And we'll see you tomorrow for the Zwift Run Festival at 5 PM UK time, 6 PM Central European time, around lunchtime in the US. Take care. Bye.